Just wanna feel your feet. I'm Diplo, and yeah, I'm just here, and I'm just a DJ producer.
We don't sleep, we just drink 40s around here.
That's me.
I grew up in Florida, between South Florida and Central Florida. The music history there was just a lot of classic rock, pop music, freestyle, Miami bass, hardcore punk, stuff like that. And I listened to a lot of the radio.
It's weird, you know, like California didn't influence me like the music. Like I can grow up there to where like I already have formed my opinion about music, right? So I moved to California to work, to have a job, because I learned how to make music in Florida, and then like kind of like cut my teeth in Philadelphia. But then once I got a job basically making music, I went to California because that's where all the talent was, where everybody was doing music. And I had like every kind of job, from like producing like B-sides of people's records to like trying to make club music for people or trying to DJ, whatever I could do. But I just think like the diversity of California became an epicenter of like young people, music, DJs. I moved out there because Matt Deason was out there. A lot of young labels were out there. Skrillex was out there with Owsla. My manager was out there. A child had a son that lived out there now. I had like a family out there, so I like woke up every day, walked to my studio in Atwater, made music. I tried everything I could. I did everything, like literally rock. So I produced like a punk band from London, all the way to like Bruno Mars records, to like hip hop, to like pop music. Just tried everything. I always make beats. I always listen to music like that. Right now you're tuned into the Discount Anthony Bourdain, Diplo's Guide to the Whole Planet. I don't think I could have made a feature record back when I made Florida with rappers on it, because there just wasn't like the rappers with the acumen to like do different things, and there wasn't this open-minded like feeling in hip-hop yet that you have right now, where like anything's possible. Like rappers can do anything they want. They can think and they can try things out. They don't have like borders, or they're not constricted to the genre anymore like they used to be. And hip hop is everything. Hip hop's like is a mashup of so many different things. When I started making Florida, it was always like my love of hip hop was to create something out of nothing with samples, and everything was based on samples then, because I didn't have any instruments. Moved to LA, I learned a lot. I produced a lot. I learned to read and write music and work on different kinds of things, and record instruments and record live bands and record live vocals. And then I think with the California album, it's just like being in studio sessions. I might get paid to write a record for Beyonce, but then I might meet some other artists along the way, and like those are all like spontaneous meetings and just like people I connected with. And those are all the guys you hear on the album. Mostly parties or in a studio session passing by. So I just took advantage of all my opportunities with other guys and just say, hey, let's cut a record like this, let's try this, and not really thinking like, how can we make a big hit or how can we make a club record? Just make something cool that wasn't there before.
Shout out to the big homie Diplo. You know, we've been working for some time now. Shit, we was at Post Malone's spot. He had a studio house somewhere in the hills, scatting around. And then it was like, what you got, Drum? Like, what was you doing? And I just stepped in the booth and just like blacked out for a second or whatever. this life right or wrong? Cause this life that's very real to me is relatable to you. It seemed like such a difficult task, but to me I was just staying true. True to mine and true to you. Trying to relieve the pain that we endure. If you don't want relief, you're still not broke. Your last nights and every soul. And I haven't looked back since I made up my mind to never look behind. No. And I haven't looked back for a very long time. For a very long time.
We're pleased to welcome Wesley Pence, also known as Diplo, to the table. Good morning. Good morning. How you guys doing? It's good to have you here.
And I haven't looked back for a very long time. I don't see myself looking back for a man. Reason why is cause I'm only looking for a man. You know I haven't looked back for you lately.
So you're gonna go to LA to do a cover today?
Rolling Stone finally caught on to my sound.
That's what's up.
Can't wait. It's me and Usher.
You and Usher.
I'm gonna be shining his shoes in the cover. It's gonna be hot.
Diplo.
You're behind. I couldn't help it if I'm on your Express yourself, release and go, attack the flow and work it low. Express yourself, release and go, attack the flow and work it low. Put your back in it, bend over, touch the flow. Get low. Nah. Get low. What you got? Express yourself, release and go, attack the flow and work it low. Express yourself, release and go, attack the flow and work it low. Low. Next no make it. Go up and down. Go up and down, down. You mix it with your clapper like a dog now. Get you mix it when you shake it like a dog now. You mix it with your clapper like a dog now. Get you mix it when you shake it like a dog. You mix it with your clapper like a dog now. Get you mix it when you shake it like a dog now. You mix it with your clapper like a dog now. Get you mix it when you shake it like a dog. What you go? Go up and down, make it clap.
Hello, what's your name?
Diplodocus.
Make some noise for Flute Jawn right now.
I love listening to my own voice. You hear me? You feel me? You feel me? All right. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my album I made when I was a young boy. I probably started this album when I was about 20 years old. And I grew up in Florida, you know, between South Florida and Central Florida. And you can do Wikipedia or whatever. Fort Lauderdale's where I started. And the music history there was just a lot of classic rock, pop music, freestyle, and Miami bass, hardcore punk, stuff like that. And I listened to a lot of the radio, you know. There wasn't really any cool people doing cool music. I listened to the radio. And I'd always go up to Central Florida to my grandma's house where my family's from, and that's where I ended up living a lot more as I got older in rural Florida, between the beach and the rivers. And I just really made the album because I learned how to make music with a cheap sampler called a Akai S10. I didn't really learn how to make music, I guess. I just got a sampler and I started sampling things and looping them, and I got into loops and I just played them over and over again and try to add drums and try to add whatever I could to them. And, you know, no one ever taught me how to make music. I just sort of did it myself, and it kind of came out like it like you hear it. You kind of hear I had nobody helping me. Yeah, so I would call it kind of folk music because no one taught me. I was into hip hop. And I Googled hip-hop. Actually, it wasn't really Google back then. I just learned to sample stuff. I'd say that one of the big influences was probably DJ Premier, Jay Swift, who produced the first Farside album. Those guys were able to just put samples together in such a weird way. The Souls of Mischief album and the Digable Planets first album were both really inspirational, and DJ Shadow, of course, because he was able to manipulate samples into something so spooky and crazy. And I felt, when I heard his music, I felt something I never felt before. I felt like the music transferred me to another place and another feeling. It made me think about, you know, things in my life. I didn't know hip hop could do that the way he made it. He told a story that way, and I think that's what I was trying to do with the Florida album. Even though I didn't have nearly as many cool records as he did, the skills, or I didn't even have an MPC. I couldn't even afford a real MPC. I had like the shitty S10 sampler, and I literally stole it from Sam Ash in Orlando, Florida, when I lived there. For a while, I lived in Orlando, and I was making music in, whenever I could live. I lived under someone's table for a long time. One guy did give me a computer. His name was Shag Rug. I don't know if I can find him now, but he got me my first computer, and I got a bootleg copy of Acid Pro. And that's the first thing I learned how to make music on properly, sequencing and stuff. I just would go around early in the mornings to flea markets or thrift stores, find records I could find, and just listen to music, and just listen to music all day long, finding things and learning things and reading the back of the records and putting things together in the only way I knew how to do it, you know. Trading records, going to record shows with friends, and old people were there. I was like the youngest person at these record conventions, and just collecting music. And eventually I thought that I could do something bigger than what I was doing in Florida, but I thought I could do something about how I was living. I was like, what's the truest thing I know is, living here in Florida, my family, what we've done, what I've been through, and what the town and the place feels like. And that's what I kind of wanted to do with Florida. I smoked a lot of weed back then too, so I was kind of always listening to my own music and listening to loops and getting high, and just the music took me to another place when I listened to old records. And that's how the album started. And I think I didn't actually get it finished till I moved to Philadelphia. And I think that's what helped get it done, because in Florida, if you're in Florida too long, you're there forever, and you don't do anything. And I think that I escaped at some point, and I moved to Philadelphia, and that's how I finished the album. And I sent a demo to Ninja Tune, and they somehow decided to put out my demos. I kind of harassed them. I just liked what they were doing. I liked some of the stuff they had on the label, and I thought they were a good place. And you can kind of hear the records. It kind of starts from like the crickets and the cicadas. Those are the bugs at night that you hear in Florida. That's how the album starts. So it's got this like swampy, mysterious, ominous intro, and then just after that it's a big deluge of sounds and things that I threw together, and like a giant bomb just dropped on you, all sloppy and messy, and some parts are out of tune, and the drums are offbeat, and it's so funny because I spent so much time on these records and they still sound like demos. Like I spent literally like 3 months on some songs, and they're just like 5 loops together. And yeah, that's what it is. I think the first demo of the album was called Light in August because I was obsessed with this writer named William Faulkner, and I was obsessed with the way he portrayed Mississippi, and the way that place, I was born there as well, Mississippi. I moved to Florida for most of my life, but the way he portrayed this place in such a cinematic way and so beautiful, but it was so ordinary and so, it's sort of like the part of America that you don't care about or think about or write about. It's just the shittiest part, but he made it seem like the most epic place in the world, and that's exactly what I was trying to do with the album, because Florida, I live next to a mattress barn on like a broken highway road that went from Orlando to I-95, nothing there, but I still thought it was amazing. After reading William Faulkner's books, I thought this place is amazing. This place is better than any place in the world. This is where like all things happen somehow, and that's kind of that. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been inspired to make the album. And that's what it is. A lot of the records were about, just things I seen or girls. There's a record called Sarah on there, and there's a record called Summer's Gonna Hurt You, because for me, Florida is sort of like the endless summer, and it really is. There's no seasons. It's just hot and kind of hot and always wet and nasty. And I love it. And yeah, that record. And then there's the records Big Lost. I named that after my friend Dewey. He was from Florida too, from Kissimmee, and because he always got lost trying to get anywhere. And literally that's kind of like everybody in Florida. They can't really make it out. They get lost. And the ideas are crazy. The execution is so half-assed, but that's all I knew how to do. I really didn't have anything else. I was making music with Acid Pro before that. I was using this thing called Cool Edit, and that's when you had like one window where you had to cut the sounds and use a calculator to time them and loop them, and you didn't even have a mix window. You just pasted everything over top of each other and prayed that the mix would sound all right. Like I didn't even EQ. I never used one EQ ever on this album, which is crazy. This one guy, Amon Tobin, finally told me, take the bass out of your samples, you idiot. And I was like, oh, whoa, cool. But as long as, my theory was like, I'll smoke weed until it sounds good. So that's kind of my mixing style back then. And that's it.
has got no money, he's got his strong beliefs. My love has got no power, he's got his strong beliefs. My love has got no fame, he's got his strong beliefs. My love has got no money, he's got his strong beliefs. Strong beliefs. My love has got no power, he's got his strong beliefs. My love has got no fame, he's got his strong beliefs. My love has got no money, he's got his strong beliefs. Want more and more, people just want more and more. Freedom and love, what he's looking for. Want more and more, people just want more and more. Freedom and love, what he's looking for. Freed from desire, mind and senses purified, freed from desire. Mind and senses purified, freed from desire. Mind and senses purified, freed from desire. Na 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 na. Some medicine, but this is how I always been. 'Cause we always go too far, never knowing if we will end. Which way do you recommend? Think you know me by heart, my friend. Don't we always go too far, never know where we will end.
andar tranquilamente na favela onde eu nasci, e poder me orgulhar e ter a consciência que o pobre tem seu lugar. Vem Deus, DJ!
falling into you, baby. Even electricity can't compare to what I feel when I'm with you. Oh, baby, giving up my ghost for you. Now I'm see through. You give me a feeling so strong. I know you've been treating yourself wrong. So let me care for you. Oh, baby, I'ma love you differently. I'll give you electricity, give it to you.
done stole my flow from me. Try to take my own from me. Ooh, who done stole my flow from me? Try to take my own from me. Drown me out, put your fingers in your ear, and I'ma just keep getting louder. There's just no way around it. I'ma start a war, start a riot till I get my flowers. Just the beginning, I just found out how much we really be sinning. So they can get it, let's go ahead and bow down, better ask forgiveness. I'll make your life a living hell. 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 You open the door.